Hi guys, it's Jeanette with Backroom Creations. Come on in. For tonight, we are going to make something for our tree. Let me know when you're here. Say hi. Don't be bashful. This is my segment in Craft Round the Clock tonight. And we are going to make some Christmas ornaments. Excuse me. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Let's find my comments so I can see. There we are. I want to do something. I don't know. Oh, come on. My Facebook's being a little wonky, guys. My computer's froze. I don't want to wait. I did this earlier. Wait. Time to wait. Oh, there it went. It went away. So we're just going to hop right back in here. How's everybody doing tonight? See if I can get back in here. Better not be all funky tonight. There we are. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Sandy. It's having difficulties finding my comments. But we're back, and we're going to make some ornaments for our tree. So everybody knows the infamous wood slices. Hi, Colleen. I hope you got your package. So tonight we're going to do wood slices, and then this is called Luan. All it is a very thin plywood. It usually doesn't have any holes like the real thick plywood or the non-premium plywood. And it's really thin and light. And I had my husband, I'm like, just cut me some 4x4 squares. But we're going to do some squares and some rounds. So my rounds, not yet. I'll check your tracking because you should have already gotten that by now. Make myself a note. I'll look up the tracking, Colleen. Hi, Pam. How are you? Oh, yes, you are. Okay. You had to think what package, right? That's okay. All right. So the white ones, it's ivory. I painted it. I didn't paint it white. But these, I did paint some white just on one side. And I drilled 2 little holes. And when I mean little, this is like 3/32, I think it was. Oh, you're thinking stocking. Okay. No problem. I know we got so much going on. We'll be having a stocking challenge on Craft Round the Clock. Next month. All week long. If you've been with us for a while, we always do stockings and we send each other mystery boxes that we have to open up on a live, and it's always a good time. But 3/32 drill bit is what I did, and you really have to base that on the wire or string that you're going to use. So if you wanted to use string here, you could. I have little wire that I was thinking about using, but I got both here just in case we change our mind, because you know here we change our mind a lot. So and all I did was paint these with some white apple barrel paint. I didn't want it really thick because it would gloppy glue on, the chalk paint's rather thick, and I didn't want that. Hi, Mom's Country Living. What's your first name? So when you drill something out, let's see if I can find the one that actually I forgot to do it. Oh, here. It's in my hand. So you probably can't see it because I got the wire in, but it tears out. When I say, oh, you're from your name is India. Okay, cool. Welcome. My name's Jeanette. It tears out, which means it takes a little more wood than you want it to take. So I stacked these up to drill them out, and then I just grabbed a scrap piece of wood, and then that way the bottom layer is your wood and it doesn't tear out. Okay, so we just did I did the sides and one side and just the apple barrel paint, and we'll put these over to the side. And then I printed out, I ran out of ink. Hi Cheryl, but I got several options printed out on some rice paper. This is not like your high fabric or high fiber. I like this. My printer is very, very picky on the types of rice paper I can put in it. And I found one, and now they're out of stock. So, but we have some vintage looking little graphics. I like this one. It's rather cute. But you could put whatever you want on it. You could even do, you know, cardstock or old cards. This one's cute. Have yourself a mooey Christmas. You know, cows are hot. Cute little snowman. Got that one and got that one. Then I have some round ones for our slices. We'll do this one. I know we'll do this one, and I love this one. Love cardinals. Hi, Miss Mary from Ocean Breeze and Me. How are you? This one's pretty. So we'll do some of both. I just put that on there to show you could hang it with a jute string. Now I'll have to go back, and you can either take a needle or a little skewer when you paint over your holes. Thank you, Mary. If you guys wouldn't mind sprinkling me out, I'd appreciate it. And it's getting cold in Ohio. It's supposed to, that 4-letter white word that we all don't like. Well, some of us like, but I only like it at Christmas. It's supposed to do that on Thursday. But it's not going to stick because it's like 35 degrees. Anyway, so let's do, oh, where's my Mod Podge? There it is. I never remember everything. Oh, Lord. You know how to get your Mod Podge open? Normally I just do this with hot water, but you know, I don't have a sink in here. Basically, you're just gumming up that glue. What are you oohing about, Tracy? Snow, yes, no snow. I hope you've gotten your flooding under control. Let's get freezing rain. It's pouring rain. It froze here. Not froze. It rained for like 2.5 days. There we go. I buy this from Joann's when I have my 50 and 60% coupons. It lasts me forever. I have 2 more. I told my husband not to buy me any more because he'll see I got my husband the app, so he can, if he's not going to use his coupon, I'll use it for him. So all we're going to do, I have, these come as a little kit, a little brayer and a little squeegee. You can do it with a piece of wax paper or a plastic bag. I use 2. The only thing I hate with these is that it does crumble off the sides. I will put these a really good coat of polyacrylic on them when I'm done, just to keep it from doing that. I do the same thing with my cinnamon ornaments. I spray them, give them 2 or 3 coats so the cinnamon doesn't go everywhere. Hi, Miss Mary. How are you? So we're just gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do to the back of those. You could do 2 sides, or you could do 1 side. The one year, my son actually went and found a log, and he cut thicker slices. He was between jobs, so he didn't have a whole lot of money for Christmas, which Always told him, you don't have to get us anything. He wood burned in English letters, S-P-E-A-R-S, which is Spears, my last name, and mounted it on a board. It is on the wall behind my desk. You're chilling or chilling? You're chilling? Yeah, it's getting a little chilly here. I turn the furnace down real far when I go to work. And I asked my husband, I said, did you turn that heater on? He's like, I turned it up, but it may need some more. So like I said, I put ivory on here. I put white on there. And we're just going to put a nice consistent layer of Mod Podge. I wouldn't do too many all at once, because if you Mod Podge dries, then you can do the iron method, but my iron's not up here. I have started buying 2 of things that I use a lot, like, you know, scissors and glue and all that good stuff, because I do a lot of crafting downstairs too. You have one more day of warmish weather before it gets cold here. Yeah. So I just did these all 3 inches rounds. And then, you know, because every wood slice is unique. And I don't want to cover the bark, but we may have to do some adjusting. Now, you could tear this if you wanted to. This particular rice paper doesn't tear really well. I'm going to cover my hole there, but we'll just have to poke right through it. And then I like this little brayer because I can get it real nice and even. And then I take the little squeegee, can't talk tonight. And then if you have any excess Mod Podge behind your photo, it'll pull it out. And that's what, see, the bark just likes to fall off of these. I just ordered it on Amazon. I was going to go out in the woods and find me a log that had been down and was all dried, but, you know, that didn't happen. So now we'll always poke a hole from the front, because if you poke a hole from the back, you're going to poke your, you're going to tear your picture out. So doing it from the front, we'll just push the picture into the hole. And then you can also do ribbon. I, you know, usually do jute string. Now my holes are a little small on these. I could drill them out more. Ouch. That heat gun is still first week in December shopping. Just put a little tape on the end. That's a lot more than I actually need, but it will be okay. May have to sit down tonight just because. This time of year, if you have arthritis, I feel your pain, sister. Really, really do. It's horrible. So you can put beads on here if you want. With it, when it's just one hole, unless you want to string, you could do that. Where's some bigger beads? Should do green. So you could feed both strings through when you have one hole. Mid-80s? Ugh! Don't tease me like that. Maureen. Okay. I have a big upholstery needle. But guess where it's at, guys? It's downstairs. I have my first indoor craft show Saturday. We always said we were only going to do it's called Art on the Alley. It happens twice a year. The art partnership in town takes over the alleys. We do those. We always said that's all we're doing. But I signed up for one. This girl, she's bothered me for a couple years, or asked me to do it for a couple years, so you can do like that. That's kind of cute. Just tie a knot. Yeah, but at least up here in Ohio, I don't have no hurricanes, or I just get the aftermath. And then cut that tape off. Now my other ones, I'll still put some polyacrylic on this. There we go. Whoop. And then you could do the other side too, or what I like to do is put the year. My husband has a laser, or he has a really nice wood burner. We could do it with that. Thank you for the hearts. This is going to be a sitting night. Thank you. So let's do oh, we painted this one too, didn't we? We're going to have to do it again. So let's see here. We'll go back and do this one. I have always stood up during my lives, but I started as a wreath maker. Now, I did make a wreath here a couple of weeks ago, and I was sitting at my dining room table. And it was okay. We're going to redo some, I think we're just going to make this a table height. I used the 9 cubies. You wish you had some whole weather. My friend Angela from San Diego, she was out here, was it last year? No, last year she came out in August. She was out here towards chillier weather because, you know, it could snow. I've had it snow on Halloween. I like the storage that the 9 cubies have one, and it's like a U shape and then plywood on top. Lots of storage. But sitting on a stool is not the same as sitting on a chair. So I think after the first of the year, we're gonna, oh, I got that on sideways. I wonder if I could take it off. That one's gonna be a do-over. Ah, do-over. I can't print out no more. I know. I just want snow on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's it. Of course, I don't have any kids at home anymore. Oop, here, see, I printed out 2 of the ones I really liked. So now I need to pay attention where my hole is. And these are just 3-inch circles. Printed out on rice paper. My magenta ran out and my blue. But the toner cartridges for my printer are like $100. But they last a really long time. My husband's like, well, just buy another printer that's got cheaper cartridges. And I'm like, no, because then I'll be buying those little cartridges all the time. Now, I don't like to put a top coat on it until after this dries, because if your bottom's wet and then you add wet on top, sometimes it will bubble. Has anybody made ornaments like this? And if you're a blingy person, you could put, just want to know where that's at, glitter on them, or some crushed glass, and you could do resin on them. It'd make them heavier. So I love this one. It's that cute little cardinal. I love cardinals. We have some around here once in a while, and then I'm from Illinois, where the state bird is a cardinal. I need so many things. And I can't craft in a little space. I don't know how y'all do it on little tables. I was watching Sherry earlier, and she just sits, I don't know if she's sitting on a chair, on a comfy chair or a couch, and then she's got like one of those big trays. Thank you, Mary. I couldn't do it. I have too much stuff. I really do have too much stuff. I've been getting rid of stuff. I spent an afternoon in the attic last weekend. No, weekend before. Today's Monday, right? Yeah. Just went back to work. There we go. I just put tape on it because the hole's kind of small. If you have like thinner string or something that, you know, you wouldn't have to do that too. Oh, I didn't cut that none. So here we could, do I have any red beads? I should have some red beads. Oh yes, red beads. See, that's my problem. I have to have options. So you need to try it. They're kind of cute. I made them 1 year with my the older grandkids. We've done the cinnamon and applesauce ones. I had 6 of them doing it at one time. My youngest was, I think she was like 6. Yeah, they made a mess. But it was okay. We had fun. Could even put, you could put more than one on here too. I used to have a smaller tree that I did all the kids' handmade ornaments. You know, all the stuff they brought home from school. Oh, that's cute. I just don't want to work today. I forget what I was trying to do at work today. I was something small. I just couldn't get it. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. It's got the cardinal, and these were actually, wait till after Christmas and buy them at Walmart, Joann's, the garlands. You know, 6 feet, 9 feet, Hobby Lobby. Who knows who Holly Hobby is? But I buy the strings of beads, and then I just cut them apart and put them in a jar. A lot cheaper than buying them and painting them and all that. So that is adorable. So that one I have to redo. Okay, now we will do a square one. So I didn't paint the back side yet. I just painted the front with white apple barrel. I love this. Mrs. Claus Finest Quality Holiday Treats. A horse? Was Hobby Lobby a horse? I thought it was a girl. Or I'm thinking of something else. Lord help me. My husband and I were talking about our current president in Russia. Oh, that's all I'm going to say. And I couldn't think of the UN. I'm like, what's that organization building that has all the countries have a head in it? It's like the UN. Oh. Holly Hobby. Yes, that's right. It was a rocking horse. See, my mind's a losing it. Oh. I'll look at one of the grandkids. I call my oldest granddaughter by her mom's name, which she totally hates. My first mother-in-law would do that to me. she lived in one house, and then a nephew and his wife lived in the house, and then her sister lived in the next house. Well, the wife was called Michelle, and she would call me Michelle, and she called Michelle Jeanette. We just got used to it and just started answering. So this image was actually rounded off on the edges. Right there on every corner, they're rounded. You do remember a few things. I remember things and then I forget a lot. But I'm actually going to take some color, I think, and put on the corners. I'm not quite sure. I was going to make me some snow, because I don't think I have any snow tech. But if you don't, sometimes if you have, I don't like to use the squeegee on napkins because they're too thin. This rice paper is like the right thickness. Holly Happy is a fall. Hi, Mary Claire. How are you? But I'm going to make my husband cut out quite a few of these little squares for me. Sissy. So these I'm actually going to use a wire. These are really, really small holes. I bought this at Menards. Because I wanted the Tractor Supply, but they just had the really thick wire like I have used for the past year. And that's all they had, which is, it's actually electrical wire. Or, you know, the electric fence wire. Couldn't get it out. This might be too... Nope. There's my other stick. There it is. So I take small dowel rods, depending on how big you're wanting them. I have little beads. I bought the multi-pack on Amazon, and then I sat and sorted them one day. Because every time I wanted one, of course, it was never on top. And you could paint those or stain them, whatever you want. So I like to put a bead and then do a twist. And there's my other bead. And do a couple twists. And don't put it tight like I did, or else you'll not be able to get it off your stick. So then you have a nice little hanger. And then I like to stick them through the back. That one's a little long. Yes, I have a trash can underneath there. Don't think I'm throwing it on the floor. So I like to put it out maybe about an inch to give me some wiggle room. And then I just take, I have these little itty bitty baby needle nose pliers and just roll my wire up. It'll stay as soon as I put the other side. And then that holds that in there, so you don't have to like glue it or anything like that. It's nice if you can just twist it around and around. Now, if you wanted to, you could bring this around and twist around that, but when you twist it up about 2 or 3 times, and if you have rigid enough wire, that will stand. I want a lot of things, but you know, I'll deal with this tonight. Woo. Who uses the Howard's Chalk Teak in the dark? I love it. So I'm just going to take, I think, just stamp that around the side. Now you could use your Tim Hortons little little squares, your distressed oxide and stuff. You could use that too. So I have a like deformed sponge. It's my floor, so it doesn't matter. I actually have a shop back underneath there, so the stuff that, like all the little stuff, like when I use Spanish moss, I can just suck it up really fast because it's not carpet in here, it's hardwood floors. So have a couple spots of paint that I need to get off the floor though. So wax on, wax off. I'm going to go ahead and do the sides of this one. So you could stain these. You could crackle the back. That would be really good. I was going to crackle my church the other day, and then I changed my mind last minute. No, it's a woman's prerogative. My husband will say, I thought you were going to do whatever. And I'm like, yeah, changed my mind. He's like, you do that all the time. So I'm just going to take the whole back. I have a bigger brush. I try to only use a few brushes for wax because you never want to paint with them again. This is just a chippy brush I can throw away. Or you can dry brush the back. It's got a little bit of paint on it, so I might dry brush it. My apple barrel paint's starting to get old, so I thought, oh, I better use it. So dry brush, you just put some on, you know, like you're going to stencil something. Because you don't want it coverage, you just want it to leave you some texture. That looks better since I already got some white paint on the back of it. So there's the back. Now the thing with wax is that, you know, you need to let it dry good for a few days for it to cure. But I will still put a coat on the front of this. So I'll do a little layer of Mod Podge. Now I was watching, who was I watching? I forget her name. She was making coasters from tiles. But every time I make a coaster and I use Mod Podge, you can't put nothing hot on it because it will get sticky. And she uses, I think it's the Folk Art decoupage medium, and it's supposed to be better. So I have some, and I haven't tried it yet, so I will try it sometime and let you know. So just a nice consistent layer on here. Oh, we could do lose my head if it wasn't attached. So here, we'll just do it this one. Could do our bead. It'll sit there and spin on your wire. There we go. You could even put some cinnamon on there if you wanted to. And do some coffee grunge ornaments. So we'll leave that one over there to dry. So let's do another square. Who has their tree up yet? I wanted to, but our cat is being a holy terror. I have to clear off my desk every night. Hello? Oh, I forget your first name, honey. Choose Joy Crafts and Creations, but hello. So we are making ornaments tonight out of some scrap wood. I should have saved this for Friday in the scrap wood event for Fun Friday. That's all right. I have another scrap wood idea. What do we want to do? Let's do the Santa. You're working on yours as we speak. That's what I do. I have some stuff down at my desk area that I've been doing a lot of rag balls and rag ball ornaments for the craft show this weekend. So I sit at my desk and watch lives, watch movies, watch both at the same time. You started decorating the house today? It has always been a tradition that my tree goes up Thanksgiving Day, and then after dinner, the grandkids decorate it. Well, as life evolves, we don't get what we want. So I'm not actually cooking this year. All the kids have their own plans. I'm gonna do their own thing. I get a 4-day weekend. I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Woohoo! Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna clean my craft room. I clean it and then I make one craft and it's gone. So yeah, I wanted to get my tree out and get a head start. So my paper's sticking over the edge just a little bit. Oh, where's my little gator? Why am I using that? I actually have 2 gators because I thought I lost it. I thought I accidentally threw it away. And I bought another one. And of course I found it. So we'll use, you requested Wednesday off, so you get a 5-day weekend. Well, you go, girl. Let's find my hole a little bit. Your kids are coming for Thanksgiving? Aww, yeah. So since our cat is being such a pain in the tush, I'm going to decorate my front of my house. My porch. I have an extra tree. Of course, I have I don't know, 6 extra trees. I'm going to put a tree on the porch. I have to put some bricks on it because it gets a little windy. Okay. So where's my wire? Here's my wire. Ooh, I think I just blinked. Did I just blink? Thank you, Mary. You know, and then the ideas are really endless about what you can do or what you want to do. Put as many beads on here if you wanted to. If you wanted to put, make it all beads and just put a string, you could do that. You could do ribbon. I have a ton of beads, so I need to use them. That one's kind of low. There we go. Yeah, they can stay together. I don't care. Well, I didn't do that one none too long, did I? So put it on through the back. Sky's the limit on how you want to decorate them. You could paint ornaments. If I could paint like Teresa, that'd be one thing, but you could stencil them. Those minis from like Magnolia would probably be great. Mary's tree is up, won't decorate until Thanksgiving weekend. Hubby goes away hunting. Me time and decorating my secretary desktop. I started decorating. My mom has a little secretary's desk, an antique one. She asked me if I wanted to take it home this last trip, and I'm like, no. And then she's got this little end table. I didn't know it was a sewing box. It's got a drawer in the front and it flips out both sides. And I'm like, ooh. Because my brother doesn't want any of the antiques and my sister's MIA. So, my mom is where I get all the antiques that I post. Every time I see her, she loads my car up. She's like, I just don't want to see it go in a landfill. So when I did the sale and I sold some music and magazines and stuff, and I said, well, Mom, you know what the people who buy those are going to do with them, right? She's like, I don't care. It's out of my house and it's not in a dump. I said, because they're going to take it apart. The first time I told her that, she's like, no. But then she's like, oh, well, I guess if they're not throwing it away. So there's that one. I think I actually want to paint this. My tree's so big. I saw on, was it TikTok or something? At the bottom of the tree, they have this big, thank you, Sissy, tube for cats. And I'm like, she'd still be in the tree. She laid under it last year, but she was still a kitten. I don't know what she'd do to it this year. She's so rotten. We gave her catnip for the first time, and she just rolled around in it. You love your desk. Got a great deal. Excellent condition, and have the key too. Oh, you have the key? I don't know if my mom has the key to hers. That's awesome. My house is a mod podge of antiques, some primitive. I had too much water in that brush. Oh, we only got a couple seconds left. Where does this time go? So let's try this. I got paint running off. There's a bunch of water left in that brush. Time flies when you're having fun. I think I'm going to put some diamond dust on this one. Because I might have to attach it to the wall. I really might. Let's see if I know where my diamond dust is. Of course I do. Alright. Let's do a quick job with some diamond dust. I had dogs growing up. The cats were barn cats. So we didn't have any cats in the house. Oops, didn't want to do that. So stuff like this is fun to sit on a cold day and make them with your grandkids. I have quite a few to finish before Saturday, but make sure, yeah, I don't do a whole lot of diamond dust on like primitive style, but just a little bit. See if I can get the Mod Podge to dry real quick. But make sure you're part of Craft Around the Clock. If you don't follow me, I'd appreciate it if you did. know when I go live. Oh, that looks so cute. I don't know if you can see the little diamond dust. Okay, so we have this one. And we have this one. And then we have the 2 rounds, which I think I may just paint the back or stain it, one of them. But I think the diamond dust is probably my favorite. I'll probably put it on the back too. But thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you, Maureen. Go ahead and make sure that if you're on Craft Around the Clock, that you just swipe down and the next creator will be on momentarily. And you guys have a good rest of your week. Night, guys. Thank you.